Have you ever looked over at your partner and thought, when did things get so quiet? Not in a bad way, necessarily, but in that way where the butterflies have settled, the daily routine has taken over, and you're left wondering if this is just what love looks like after 30. If that sounds even a little familiar, you're not alone. The truth is, relationships do change after 30. Life gets busy. Between careers, family, health, and just try to stay afloat, it's easy for connection to take a backseat. You're not staying up all night talking like you used to. There are fewer spontaneous road trips, fewer moments where you both just burst into laughter for no reason. And it's not because the love is gone, it's just quieter, more practical. But that doesn't mean it has to be less powerful or less meaningful. So today, let's talk about how to keep that connection strong. Not in a cheesy date night every Friday kind of way. Although, hey, if that works for you, go for it. I'm talking about real, everyday habits and shifts that make a difference. Things that strengthen not just the romance, but the friendship, the trust, and the understanding. Because if you're going to grow old with someone, you want that journey to feel alive, not automatic. Let's start with something simple, intentional presence. Being present isn't just about putting your phone down during dinner. It's about really seeing your partner, especially when you're both tired or overwhelmed. Have you ever caught yourself nodding along while they're talking, but your mind is somewhere else? It happens. We all do it. But those moments of disconnection add up. Try a 5-minute check-in each day. No phones, no distractions, just eye contact and a simple question. How are you today, really? Then listen, even if it's something small. Because when someone feels heard, they feel loved. And don't be afraid to share your own stuff too. Vulnerability builds trust. It can be as small as, I've just been feeling off lately, or I've missed the way we used to laugh. Those little admissions pull people closer. Next is something just as powerful. Choosing kindness over being right. As we get older, we get more set in our ways. We know how we like things done. And when your partner doesn't match that, it's tempting to correct or critique. But over time, that can wear someone down. Ask yourself this. In your last disagreement, were you trying to win or to understand? Sometimes the kindest thing we can do is to pause before reacting. Take a breath and ask, is this really worth the fight? Letting go of the need to be right in favor of being kind is a form of love. Kindness shows up in small ways, too. A thank you, a gesture of help without being asked. These things compound. And when both people are choosing kindness, you create a soft place to land. Now that presence and kindness are in play, the next piece is shared purpose. Early on, relationships feel exciting because everything is new. But over time, it's easy to lose the sense of where you're going together. You may still love each other, but you're living more like housemates than partners. That spark can fade, not because the love is gone, but because direction is missing. Shared purpose doesn't mean you need to build an empire together. It can be as simple as saving for a trip or trying to eat better. What matters is that you're building something together. Talk about the future. What do you want the next 5 or 10 years to look like as a couple? You don't need the same exact goals. Just having the conversation strengthens the bond. Something else that helps? Playfulness. It's easy to get so caught up in daily life that we forget to laugh. But laughter is what softens the hard edges. It keeps you close. Play can be anything. A random dance in the kitchen, an inside joke, a goofy text. Don't underestimate shared joy. It lowers stress and rebuilds connection. Couples who still laugh together after decades, they figured out that joy isn't extra. It's essential. Let's talk about something a bit deeper, emotional safety. Over time, we stop showing our most vulnerable selves. We hold back, maybe to avoid conflict or protect each other. But when you stop sharing, emotional distance grows. Rebuilding emotional safety starts with small moments. Saying, I feel a bit unsure about this, or I miss the way we used to talk about everything. When someone feels safe to open up, trust deepens. And when they do open up, don't jump to fix it. Just hold space. Sometimes, being heard is all we need. So far, we've covered presence, kindness, purpose, play, and safety. They may sound simple, but they're not always easy. They require effort, but they also bring deep reward. And that brings us to intimacy. Intimacy after 30 changes. It becomes less about frequency and more about connection. Life gets busy. Bodies change. But that doesn't mean intimacy is gone. It just evolves. It might look like a quiet cuddle on the couch, a long hug after a rough day, a hand on the back in passing. These small gestures say, I'm still here. I still see you. And yes, talk about sex too. If there are mismatches or tension, talk honestly. Say, I want to feel close again. Or, can we explore what feels good to both of us? That kind of honesty can open doors. The final piece? Appreciation. It's easy to point out what's wrong. But how often do you point out what's right? Thanks for taking care of that. You look great today. I love the way you handle that situation. These words matter. They light someone up. Appreciation creates a feedback loop. The more you give it, the more you see it, and the more you both feel valued. When you pull all this together, presence, kindness, purpose, play, safety, intimacy, and appreciation, you get a relationship that feels alive. Not perfect, but real, grounded, meaningful. Love after 30 isn't about staying the same. It's about evolving together, adapting, choosing each other over and over again. You don't need constant passion or perfection. You need effort, intentional love, curiosity, compassion, because love isn't something you fall into once. It's something you create moment by moment, again and again. So nurture it. Laugh more. Touch more. Talk more. Be present. Be kind. Appreciate the little things. Because strong relationships aren't built on luck. They're built on showing up, especially when it matters most.